All right, welcome to episode 1 of our Retail and E-commerce Analytics series. If you've followed any of my previous analytics series, people analytics, real estate analytics, sports analytics, or financial analytics, you already know how we roll here. My goal is simple. Take a domain that looks complicated, full of jargon and dashboards and buzzwords, and make it absolutely crystal clear. Because when you understand the mechanics of a domain, the analytics start to feel intuitive instead of overwhelming. And retail, well, this one is fun. Retail is chaotic, fast-moving, emotional, full of irrational human behavior, sometimes predictable, sometimes wildly not. And e-commerce, that's retail with a jet engine strapped to it. But analytically, retail and e-commerce are gold mines. The data is rich, the behavior is trackable, and the insights translate directly into revenue, margin, loyalty, and long-term growth. So today, episode 1 is our foundation. Before we build models, run cohort analyses, optimize funnels, or simulate lifetime value curves, we need to understand why retail analytics even exists, the flywheel behind every successful retail brand, the major data sources you need to master, the behavioral principles that drive shopping behavior, the key metrics that define performance, and the strategic North Star of modern retail analytics. So let's jump into the first layer, the world beneath the dashboards. I want to start with a simple statement. Retail analytics is the science of understanding why people buy things, not why they say they buy things, and not why marketers hope they buy things, but why real customers in real stores or online choose one product over another. At its core, retail analytics answers 4 questions. Who buys? The segments, cohorts, behaviors, and patterns behind your customer base. What do they buy? Products, bundles, substitutes, preferences, seasonal patterns. When do they buy? Timing, cycles, seasonality, budget patterns, event-driven purchases. Why do they buy? This is the magical part. Understanding triggers, barriers, emotions, motivations, and context. But here's the twist. In e-commerce, we add a 5th question. How do they move through the funnel? Click, view, cart, checkout, purchase, return, repurchase. This is where e-commerce goes from simply shopping online to a full-scale behavioral analytics problem. And the biggest mindset shift for episode 1 is this. Retail analytics is not about the transaction. It's about the journey. Every click, scroll, hesitation, comparison, and return tells a story. Analytics is how we read it. Every successful retailer, whether it's Target, Sephora, Amazon, Trader Joe's, Nike, or your local boutique, runs on the exact same flywheel. Here's the flywheel: traffic, conversion, basket size, margin, loyalty, more traffic. If this flywheel spins smoothly, the business grows effortlessly. If any part breaks, the whole system stutters. Let's break it down. Traffic answers the question, how many people show up? In physical retail, footfall, location analytics, dwell time. In digital retail, sessions, unique visitors, returning visitors. Traffic is influenced by branding, advertising, social media, word of mouth, SEO, store placement, promotions, macro-level behavior shifts. Analytics helps us understand traffic by channel, by day, by season, by intent, and by segment. Conversion is the engine of e-commerce because you can have all the traffic in the world, but if conversion is bad, revenue collapses. Conversion analytics includes funnel drop-off, cart abandonment, checkout friction, product page optimization, pricing alignment, trust signals, speed and UX performance. In retail stores, conversion is measured differently. How many visitors make a purchase today? But the principle is the same. Did the journey end in a sale? Once they convert, the next question is, how much did they buy? Basket size is influenced by price, cross-sell, bundles, promotions, store layout, product recommendations, loyalty program nudges. Basket size is a psychology problem disguised as a math problem. Margin reveals whether you're actually making money. This is where analytics gets sensitive. Retail businesses have bizarre cost structures: inventory, shrink, logistics, returns, vendor fees, promotional costs, and labor. In e-commerce, shipping and returns are silent killers. Prime-driven expectations have conditioned customers to think shipping is free. It is not free. The final and most analytically rich part of the flywheel. Loyalty answers, will they come back? This is where LTV, cohorts, repeat rate, frequency, and retention models come in. This is the backbone of episode 5 in this series. But today I just want you to hold on to one idea. A loyal customer is more profitable than an acquired customer. And analytics helps us know who's who. This is where we start getting into what you will actually use as an analyst. And there are 4 primary data categories you need to master. 1, customer data, profiles, segments, behavior, loyalty, preferences. 2, product data, SKUs, categories, assortment, inventory, pricing. 3rd, transaction data, orders, revenue, discounts, returns, AOV, margin. 4, behavioral and engagement data, clicks, scroll depth, search queries, dwell time, bounce, store paths. Each pillar forms a piece of the retail ecosystem. Together, they give you the power to explain and predict outcomes. If you've followed any of my work, you already know I'm big on psychology because every analytics model has a human at the end of it. Shopping is not rational. It is emotional, social, contextual, and impulsive. Here are 5 truths about shopping behavior. People don't buy products, they buy solutions to problems. People seek convenience, not complexity. People need justification for indulgence. People follow social proof. People underestimate the future pain of returns. These psychological principles explain why certain analytics patterns appear again and again. Cart abandonment isn't a mystery. It's procrastination, plus fear, plus friction. Subscription churn isn't random. It's value decay. Understanding human behavior makes you a better analyst than any dashboard. Before the series moves into advanced modeling, we need the core vocabulary. You need to know AOV, average order value, units per transaction, UPT, revenue per visitor, RPV, SKU velocity, conversion rate, cart abandonment, GMROI, gross margin return on inventory, inventory turnover, return rate, customer acquisition cost, CAC, customer lifetime value, LTV. These are the vital signs of a retail business. Throughout this series, we will build models tied directly to these metrics. Every retailer eventually converges on one truth. LTV is the most important number in retail because LTV dictates how much you can spend on acquisition, which customers to retain, how to personalize, which segments matter, how the business grows, whether the flywheel speeds up or stalls out. In episode 4, we'll construct LTV the right way, using cohorts, survival curves, and behavior modeling. But today, just know this. Every number in retail connects back to LTV. This is the gravity of the retail universe.